getting close to the end, Elizabeth, and one of the questions I like to ask all of my guests is to understand what it is that moves them. Understanding your why you started in real estate investing, what's changed in that motivation and why to allow you now to say coaching is where you want to be, and what does success look like for you as you get there? So it's a bit of a snowball question, but why don't you give it a try and see what you can tell us.
Sure. So before I was in real estate, I was in event planning and fundraising. I worked in the charitable sector. And I loved being able to, one of my strengths was being able to look at an end result and then work out all the steps backwards that you had to take and then plan it all out. So I could look at running a golf tournament, for example, and I knew all the pieces that needed to happen. And then starting today, here's how it all flows. So obviously, I've been very operationally driven. And when my husband said he wanted to go all in on real estate, I kind of went, well, it's not really what I had envisioned, but okay, I'll check it out. And what I discovered during my time in real estate is that that skill set was so transferable and it was such an asset because so much of real estate is procedural and it's repeated. And then it wasn't until we started doing the speaking at Rich Dad that I discovered how much I loved helping people. That takes me back to my not-for-profit roots, right? Helping people by sharing with them honestly, hey, here's the mistakes I made. Here's the lessons I learned. Here's how I would do things differently moving forward. And here are the systems and processes that you need to put into your world to help prevent you from making the same mistakes I did. And then it just evolved from, teaching 3-day courses into working one-on-one with people so that when people struggled, when they had questions, when they were feeling uncertain and unsure, they had someone they could come to for guidance and for advice. And over the last couple of years, I've realized how much of that, the guidance and the advice I'm providing is not real estate, it's not business. It's impacting people in different ways. It's people who are trying to figure out how to save for retirement across different investment opportunities. It's helping people who are navigating divorce. It's helping people who are, navigating loss and trying to deal with an estate of one of their parents that they're trying to figure out what to do with the pieces of it. Real estate will always be a foundation for me, but the reality is, for most of us, the skills that we gather along our life are transferable in so many different areas, and they can be helpful in so many different ways.
I love it. I love it. Real estate is all about people, start to finish, and there's so much that can fill your cup as you get to help people on their journey. Thank you so much.